So this is day 8. So my the message that I heard, that I heard from God while reading the Bible, was, especially when I was going through Leviticus, um, it was basically you'll be unclean for 7 days, and on the 8th day you'll be clean. So today's day 8, and yeah, basically we are now sitting in a resort because I met the general manager at a gas station. Okay. And Sadie found a tennis ball, which is like her favorite toy. Like, a ball is like one of her favorites. Frisbee, it probably goes ball, then frisbee. So Sadie's already found 2 of them. And so yeah, this is just my POV. Now, the way that I got here, I think, is like probably the best way. That it just God timing, man. That's just, God has impeccable timing. He is always on time, always, like always on time. Everything is going exactly according to plan. Don't worry. So basically, I am at Gooch Gap. It's like Gooch, Gooch Gap, something like that. And I basically hiked, I think it was like maybe 8 or 9 miles or something. Something kind of like, it was a tough day. Like, it was definitely like, it was a hard day of hiking on day 7. So I wake up and I say, all right, I think it's time for a shower. It's time to find a hostel so I can get clean, wash my clothes. I've been going for about a week, so let's wrap it up. You know, let's get clean again. So basically, and that was my message reading the Bible, because they're talking about, all right, if you touch a dead body, if you do this, you do that, you're unclean for 7 days. Unclean for 7 days. Unclean for 7 days. Heard that 60 times during Leviticus, no lie. Just in my reading. I'm like, okay, so let's just go with that. All right, 7 days of being unclean, wash on the 8th day. You're clean. So I end up walking an hour from this gap to a hostel that, I tried calling them. They weren't answering, blah, blah, blah. All right, let me just show up. See what happens. Well, apparently they were closed for the season until February 2nd. Oh, no. So I just walked the whole hour through, walking on basically, like some back roads, paved back road. And, yeah. So I walked an hour. And, I was like, well, they're closed, so that was basically a waste. So, all right, I'm already an hour closer to town, so let's see what where I can go. Well, I look at all the other stuff. All the resorts are closed. Oh, all the hotels, anything that's hostel related for the Appalachian Trail, totally closed. So the only thing that's not closed is their local gas station. So it's basically you can buy a pizza and basically like small town gas station. This is where you buy your cigarettes, your beer, your pizza. They got boiled peanuts right at the front door. Boiled peanuts, yeah. I don't know what the hype's about. But anyway, so I ended up just posting up in this spot. I'm like, all right, well, let me buy some pizzas. So we're getting, we got 2 $12 pizzas. I think we got like a charging cord, some chocolate, cheese and stuff for the trail, Slim Jims, like all this stuff. And and I basically, they have an outside porch area where they have these, metal chairs. Man, I should have taken pictures of that, honestly. You know what? Hey, I couldn't because all my stuff was dead because I had to charge it at this resort. But anyway, so I ended up just sitting out on this front porch, bumming their electric so I can charge my phones and stuff. And I'm fully expecting to have to go back into, walk back an hour, and so today is Thursday. Well, on Friday and Saturday, we are getting torrential downpours here on the AT. Like torrential. They said for 2 days straight, it's going to pour like an inch and a half of rain the entire span. Like it is going to be downpouring. So I was in my head, I'm like, I do not want to be stuck in a tent with, even though I love you, this beautiful dog, this beautiful creature here, I love you so much. I don't want to be stuck in a tent for 2 days. Like, I do not need that in my life. Look, I can do it, but I'm right at the Gap. There should be these, hostels that are right up the street. All right, let's just get into one of these hostels. Well, anyway, so long story short, I'm still sitting at the gas station, and wouldn't you know, I see this guy with a T-shirt, and basically it's one of the resorts. It says, I think, where are we at? It's got like it's an airstrip plus like resort. And I said, all right, well, hey, I bumped him on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, is your resort open? He's like, well, it's not open to the public, but I'm the general manager. What's up? I'm like, I'm looking for a hostel. I'm like, I don't want to be stuck in this rain for the weekend. I'm like, are you guys open? He's like, yeah, we'll open up. Yeah, no problem. We'll take your money. Well, anyway, so I end up bumping into the general manager who opens up this resort. And I'll show you where I'm at. I have the whole bunkhouse to myself. I got this entire area. Sorry, I got all kinds of stuff going on here, charging all my stuff at one time. But I got this whole bunk to myself. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, thank you so much. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. We don't care. It's all good. And, what are the odds? Okay, what are the odds that I just, so again, I was sitting at this gas station for 30 minutes or something, maybe just talking to everyone that came by, hey, how's it going? Walking the AT, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, I bumped into the general manager / chef of the resort. So that's where he works, right there. That's his car right there. And, yeah. I mean, talk about timing. Everything's closed. I got 2-inch, I got rain coming. Stay. I got all of this, sorry, there's a car coming. Apologies. Pretty girl out there. I don't know if the camera can pick her up. I got it on the close-up selfie mode. But, I mean, talk about the timing. I mean, what are the odds I just so happen to bump into this manager in my less than 30-minute stretch? I mean, I had probably one pizza. We were just sitting there. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to just order another pizza, just tank that real quick so that, we'll be back up on our calorie count. Because I was doing a little bit of fasting and prayer and, singing on the mountain, which is awesome. Singing in the hills. And I'll tell you what, I mean, when you're in the mountains, especially when you are setting yourself up for a pilgrimage and you're like, God, this is what I'm doing. Or God is honestly saying, this is what you should do. Go up to the mountains. I mean, you can feel God's presence when you're praying. It's like the craziest experience. Every time that I'm praying, when I'm sleeping in my bed, I'm praying, and it's like you just feel God's presence touching you, and you're like, well, if you've never experienced that, it's like, well, what are you talking about? I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what that is. I don't know what. It's like you get a warm, electric, presence all throughout your spine. It's like your whole nervous system starts lighting up, and it's amazing. It's I had little glimpses of it here and there. It's like, all right, you start really focusing in. It's like, all right, God, what is it? I don't need you to touch me all the time. I don't need you to, you know, make yourself known. I know that you're there because we're sitting in your creation, but, you know, to feel God's presence, like, every time you pray, it's like, whoa, this is what he's talking about. Go up to the mountains, you know, get away from your everyday comforts and your regular routine. And I mean, it's just like such an amazing experience. And it's only day 8. I mean, I got 7 months of this. Like, oh man. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. You know. Because again, I was sitting at a gas station preparing to sit in my tent for 2 days, from Friday, literally midway through Friday, all the way through Saturday night. It's going to be downpouring. And I'm like, all right, well, I only got one good day, so let me get into town, let me stock up, let me get some Slim Jims and this and that, and some snacks, and now it's just like, I mean, look, I'm just sitting here on the front porch of this resort that's completely, it's just me and the dog. You know, maybe like a couple people that are renting out the cabins or something, you know, for like the week or whatever. But like the dog, I don't know if you can see it. The dog's just rolling around in this grass. We haven't touched grass. When they say touch grass, we haven't touched grass because we've been up on the top of that mountain. You know, we were not anywhere near the grass. We were not in the valleys. We were hitting the ridge lines, and we were, you know, hiking up 2,000 feet of elevation with a pack on. It's like, and food and this, and I'm carrying a Bible and all this stuff, and it's like, whoa, you know. It just goes to show that, like, you can have a plan going in, and even if it blows up in your face, if you have faith in God, that God is in control, and you don't let it affect you, and you don't let the situation overwhelm you, because I walked an hour to a closed, desolate location, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to go up to this gas station, and now I'm sitting in a resort. So we basically did from Thursday. We got Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and we basically leave on Monday. So we got like a 4-day resort weekend. And the dog keeps throwing the ball in my lap. She's like, "Stop talking. Start playing." You know, and it's like perfect weather right now. It's like you got all this warm air rushing in because tomorrow is going to be completely downpouring, but it's also going to be nice. And now I got this porch. Like, I got this nice metal porch, like Tempur-Pedic pads. I mean, I was sleeping on, you know, the ground, roughing it with my ultralight, you know, pad and everything, and like my back's good. I mean, I think the biggest thing is, like, I like sleeping on my side, so my hips, like, are sore. I'm like, man, the side of my hip, I don't got my Tempur-Pedic mattress anymore. I can't sleep any way I want. I gotta, like, literally lay on my back now. So it's just, yeah. I'm just sitting here. You know, this is literally just happened. Like, within, I mean, it's 1:28 right now, and I probably left. I started walking at like just after 9 o'clock. Got to the first place in an hour. It was closed. That was 10 o'clock, and then I was probably sitting from, I don't know. I had to walk like another little bit to get to the gas station. So, I mean, I would say I've probably been here for like 45 minutes now, maybe an hour. I don't know. It's I was just shocked because now they have all the laundry that I need. They got the soap that I need. They got the showers. They got, you know, basically everything that you'd ever want in one spot. And it's like, wow, that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting, all right, I guess I got to rough it for another week. Okay, like, we can do it. I mean, you know, we're down for it, but, you know, not taking a shower for a week, that's not great, especially when you're hiking. It's like, okay, let me get some baby wipes and start, pat drying me down or something, because it's like I'm getting oily out here. I rub the back of my back, and it's like, oh, my natural oils are all there. Like, what yeah. And it's just like a beautiful day, and we still got 4 hours of sunlight left, and I can just sit here on this porch. And the guy, and the chef slash manager, I think he said he might make me dinner or something. But like, hell yeah, make me whatever. Like, this is like so much a plus, you have no idea. And I just bumped into him at a gas station because he had a shirt on. He was getting some Red Bull and some energy drinks or whatever, and going right back to work. Just stopped in for lunch, get some drinks before he had to go back to managing the place. But it's And now we can play fetch, Sadie's favorite game of all time. I'd say I don't really like how she's got to stop on the pavement, but she's alright. She'll figure it out. She's tough. Are you coming back? So yeah, this is day 8 update. We're going to get clean. We're charging all of our... Sorry, I forgot. The only reason people are watching because of the dog. Oh, God is good. Like, I'm praying. I'm like, all right, God, just lead me. Like, totally trust in the spirit of adventure. I really didn't do that much research. I mean, basically, I'm like, okay, as long as I have somewhere to sleep, I can filter water, and I have enough food, then we should be fine. The big 3. Sleep, water, food. That's it. And don't get cold, so I have good gear. So, because it's January. But we've been having 55-degree days every day. And, like, yesterday, I think it was like 60 degrees. It was like a gorgeous... I mean, yesterday was awesome. Like the hiking was so nice. I mean, so nice. Like, not even joking, it was so nice. But yeah, that's my story for the end of the week. I guess started walking on the first kicked my ass. That approach trail, I was like 2,000 feet of elevation, like it was 7 miles and 2,000 foot of elevation. Like, climb that mountain. Like, hey, see that we're starting down here? Climb up there. Go ahead, get up there. And just so you know, it's not that mountain, it's the mountain behind that mountain. It's that mountain all the way over there. But you gotta climb that mountain because it's the easiest path. And but I'm loving it. Like, it's challenging. Like, I can see why people just quit, because it's like, all right, they have an idea of how fast they should be going. It's like, nope. The trail will get you ready for the trail. It's a completely different experience, and especially when you throw the God aspect on it, like, I think also one of the coolest things about walking is, especially when it's basically the winter time, you can actually, you can see the stars. Not too well. I'm still kind of in the light pollution zone, so we don't have like amazing stars yet, but being able to see like trees that might be like 200 to 300 years old that are still alive. I mean, they might be like literally like 5 to 6 feet in diameter. Like, literally, like, huge, massive oak trees that, are like posted up in this great spot, and they're, super strong, and like, it's just so awesome. And they're everywhere, It's like, and it's honestly interesting to see the ones when they fall down, because it's like, woof, the amount of destruction that they brought down when they fell. With some high winds, and like, just surveying the land and just seeing like, these awesome rock formations. It's like, whoa. How long did it take to make the rock look like that? And or you'll see like, you know, you're kind of like, you know, your own detective, like figuring it out. It's like, man, there's these big rock pile up here, there's a bunch of cracks, and there's a huge boulder like right down the street, like, or right down the hill. I'm like, man, that was probably crazy when it fell. Like, so yeah, this is nice. So we're gonna take the next 4 days to just get real deep into our Bible. This is going to be our 4 day Bible time because we got 2 days of heavy rain, and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to take Sunday as a day of rest, and basically Monday will, I don't know. I mean, this guy probably might just drop me right back off. I think his name's John. Brother named John. I'm just sitting here and I'm almost in shock. I mean, to be completely honest, I was not expecting like to be anywhere as nice as this right now. Got my flip flops on, new socks, and yeah, I mean they got laundry here. It's like, yep, we got everything you need. Laundry and the dog's just loving this grass area. And she's just, I think she's just happy. I mean, she's happy everywhere. She was having a great time. She always has a great time. You heard me talking about you. You said, you heard me, said the girl. But that's the update. It's Appalachian Trail week 1. I never would have expected it to be like what it was. People talk about it, talk about this, talk about that, but unless you like get boots on the ground and you're in it, and you know your thighs are like getting destroyed because of these elevations, but it's good. I mean, you feel alive out here, like you really do. I almost need sunglasses, almost. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else right now. So we will call that a wrap for our day 8 adventure. So stay tuned.